What's up, everybody? My name is Jay Evans. Many of you know me as Daily Walk EDC on IG. I want to do something kind of different today with this video. We've got a bunch of coins I know coming out. I know we see a bunch of challenge coins out there. And for some people, they may even feel that challenge coins are overplayed a little bit. But I still believe they have their place, and it's a cool way to get who you are out there and an idea out there. So for this coin that I'll be releasing here soon, I wanted to do something different. I haven't seen this done before. Maybe it's been done and I just haven't seen it. But for myself, I haven't seen it yet. But I wanted to do a video. I don't have the coin physically, but this is kind of just building up to it. So I want to do a video kind of just talking about what the coin is and just describing it and kind of just giving you an idea of the vision of what this coin will represent and what it does and what it will hopefully do within the community. I'm hoping to be able to do this exact same thing with the Bladed Brotherhood coin that just released not too long ago. And thank you for everybody that was so supportive in that, and we were able to be very successful with that. And I'm hoping to be able to kind of dive in a little bit more with a video of that on its own too. So be looking for that one. But for this one, again, I want to look at this coin that we'll be releasing here soon, or I'll be releasing with Umathorbe again. And the coin's name is Treasure Now. And with this, we're going to talk about the whole reasoning of the why behind it and really what I'm trying to get pushed out there as far as what I want you to see and what I want you to get from this coin. So with that being said, we're going to move right into that right now. Thank you for being here with me today, and thank you for watching this video. So what is the why? I've kind of tried to do this with things that I'm thinking about putting out in the future, or even with the Bladed Brotherhood coin, I had the why in my head between me and Michael, trying to figure out what that is. So what is a why? Well, I kind of try to filter the reasoning for producing something through that. Why am I doing this? What's the purpose behind it? Why am I trying to even get it out there? What's the point of even having it out there? There's nothing wrong with just producing it because you want to, but for me, I wanted it to be something more than just throwing it out there. I wanted there to be a depth to it. So with looking back at everything that's been going on, I'm not trying to beat a dead horse with the COVID pandemic by no means. I know we all know about it. We're probably tired of hearing about it. But just trying to put in perspective the whole reasoning and thinking behind this coin was really birthed out of how this year has went for everybody. Because for one thing is for certain is that we have all dealt with this to some degree. And the great thing about the EDC community is that it's so wide and broad. You get to meet so many cool people throughout this experience we have on Instagram through this EDC community. You find that there's a lot of people in different places that you never thought you'd ever get to talk to or even talk to on a regular basis. There's people overseas, even in the States. I mean, everywhere that I have the opportunity to talk to, and it's so cool being able to meet people. But one thing I found out throughout all this is that we all dealt with it. It's a worldwide thing. We all were dealing with this in some degree together. And again, I'm not trying to beat the dead horse, but it's really kind of the thinking behind this. It made us, in a sense, have a huge reset and a reevaluation, a refocusing of what life means, what work means, and what family means, what all these different things mean. And for me, it was a humongous reset personally, because we had to deal with it firsthand. We had a death within our family very close to us that had to do with COVID. So what does all this mean? What is the why? You're probably wondering when are you going to get to the point, dude? So here's the point. This whole Treasure Now coin was a way for me to remind myself that with all this stuff looming over our heads, and as we're hopefully coming to maybe a new horizon, so to speak, it reminded me of what really mattered. It reminded me of the things that were in my life that I may have been taking for granted. So the why is really just a recentering, a refocusing, a rethinking of things again. We got so busy in life, me personally, that so many of the small things that really mattered, that really made a huge impact, family time and what does it look like in my job and what does it look like here, all came back to the surface, and I was able to reevaluate them. And it reminded me that with everything going on, the small things in life mattered. Where I was at, where I'm at now, where I'm at presently, even in this moment, it matters. Every place we go to, whether it's failure or success, it matters in life. So it got me to thinking about treasuring the now, treasuring where we are now, despite it may not be where we want to be. It may not be quite how far along we want to be in this journey. but to really begin to treasure now. So that's the kind of the beginning of the why, to treasure now where you are. So the point, kind of describe what the coin will look like. Traditionally, the X, what we know as the X on the map, is where you want to go. It's where you're desiring to get to. So for me, with this Treasure Now coin, I was trying to reinvent what the X means. So on the front of the coin, you'll find that there's a compass, and there'll be some other little things there, a backdrop of a river, an ocean, and trees and mountains and that kind of thing. But the compass represents, when you look at it, you get your heading, where you're going, where you want to be. So it's like your goals, your ambitions, your passions, the direction of where you want to go. So that's what you'll see on the front. But when you flip that coin over, there's going to be an X, and it'll say Treasure Now around it. And that is just a reminder that no matter where you are, no matter where you're at on your journey, no matter how far you are, whatever it may be, to treasure now. That where you're standing, you're breathing, you're living, you're existing, and that is to be treasured. So it's just a reminder to appreciate the now, to appreciate where you are. So you may be like right on the cusp of success in whatever you're venturing to, whatever it may be. So treasure that moment, treasure the now. Or you may be in the midst of failure and trying to figure out what next direction to go in, and that's okay too. Just treasure it. It's every part of your journey is a lesson to be learned from. I've been taught to fail forward. So even if you're in a failure point right now, just fail forward, learn from it, move on. Treasure that knowledge, treasure that wisdom from that. And if you're succeeding, man, great, that's awesome. Treasure that. But ultimately, for everyone that's watching this video, when you look at that X, it's just to remind you, whether you're sitting at the dinner table with your family or you're out with your friends or whatever it may be, to treasure the moments that you're at right now, to treasure the now. And that's really the heart of what this coin is just a ultimate reminder that you're breathing, you're living, and that in and of itself is an amazing treasure to have. So I hope that this gives you some degree of what this coin looks like, but also what the meaning behind this coin is. I'm so excited about it. Umathorbe, Brett over there at Umathorbe, man, he did an amazing job on the Bladed Brotherhood coin, and I'm expecting and excited to see how an amazing job that he's going to do on this coin. No doubts, he's a great guy producing awesome content and awesome stuff. So make sure you go over to his IG and drop him a like and a share, and even follow him if you're not. He's a great guy, awesome to deal with. But I'm looking forward to getting this coin in your hands, looking forward to seeing this one on your feeds, and just looking forward to hearing the stories behind it with you, what it represents for you in your life, where you're at, if it maybe even helps you along the journey, whatever it may be. I'm hoping that it will be a big impact with the community and with you personally, just as a daily reminder.